Pokemon!
Hi, everyone.
Okay na akong bangs. So, today's lesson, we are going to discuss implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation. Okay? So, ano siya? It is still part of derivatives. Kapoy naman ko. So, another lesson, which is called implicit differentiation. It is just a continuation of derivatives. So today, we are going to discuss implicit differentiation. So don't surrender. You can do it. Laban lang. Now, how would you find the derivative in the equation x squared minus 2y cubed plus 4y is equal to 2, where it is very difficult to express y as a function of x, right? Di ba yung previous example lang natin, pag x lang niya lahat. Pag y lahat. In our given equation, we have two variables. It involves x and y. So medyo mahirap siya. Now, to do this, we have this procedure called implicit differentiation. So ano ba ibig sabihin ng implicit differentiation? So it means that when we differentiate terms involving x alone, we can differentiate as usual. But when we differentiate terms involving y, we must apply the chain rule process. So watch the examples very carefully. Now, the instruction, differentiate the following with respect to x. So we have 4 examples. The first example, we have 3x squared. And we all know that the derivative of 3x squared, applying the power rule and constant multiple rule, we have 6x. Tama? 2 times 3 is 6. Then 2 minus 1 is 1. x1 is 1. Now, how about the derivative of 2y cubed? Remember the instruction, you must differentiate with respect to x. Now, the second example is 2y cubed. Right? So, hindi siya x. So, anong gawin namin yan, sir? So, still, get the derivative of 2y cubed. The derivative of 2y cubed, we have 6y squared. And, since this is with respect to x, you are going to get, or to put y prime. Lagyan siya ng y prime. Y prime. Or, other books, hindi y prime ang ginamit. dy over dx. Okay? Pero mas madali tingnan ang y prime. So, we will use y prime. Now, how about the third example? The third example, we have x plus 3y. The derivative of x is 1. And the derivative of 3y is 3. Sir, meron namang y again. So, ano naman gawin namin dyan? So, derivative ng x is 1. And the derivative of 3y is 3. And since y man yan siya, you need to put y prime. So, sir, how about the fourth example? Fourth example, xy squared. Xy squared. So, anong parang gawin yan, sir? Okay. So, this xy squared, ang gawin ninyo, we have the product rule. Applying product rule, this is the process. And we have now the answer. 2xy, y prime plus y squared. Bakit may y prime? Remember, if you're going to get the derivative of y, you need to put y prime after. Huh? Just like this one. The derivative of 3y is 3. And of course, since it is y, you need to put y prime after. Just like this one, the derivative of 2y cubed, this is 6y squared. Okay? Since this is y, you need to put y prime after. So, ganun man. Kasi, the instruction, the differentiate the following with respect to x. So, how about this problem? So, this is not a function, but it will still be nice to be able to find the slope. Okay. X plus y squared is equal to 1. The derivative of x squared, we have 2x. And the derivative of y squared is 2y. Since y man siya, so we are going to put y prime after. Yan. Oh sir, bakit hindi y ang ano? Hindi over this derivative yan. Yan. Ito na. Derivative ng x, d over dx means derivative, ha? d over dx means derivative. Derivative ng x squared, 2x. Derivative ng y squared, 2y. So, saan yung y prime? Okay? Y prime is itong dy over dx. This dy over dx, it means y prime already. And we all know that the derivative of 1 is 0. Remember? Derivative of any constant is always 0. So, to find the dy over dx, dy over dx, or simple as y prime. The same lang yan sila. To find the dy over dx, okay, transpose the 2x, ilagay sa kabilang side, and divide both sides by 2y. Therefore, your y prime now, or dy over dx, is equal to negative x over y. Okay, another example, find dy over dx. Again, just like what I've said, dy over dx means y prime. Okay? What is the derivative of y cubed? It's 3y squared. Since this is y, lagyan ng y prime. Minus, the derivative of 4y squared is 8y and lagyan ng y prime or dy over dx. Derivative ng x5 is 5x raised to 4. Sir, nga lang walang dy over dx, remember? With respect to x. Okay? Wala, hindi man siya y. So, ba't lagyan mo siya ng y prime? Di ba? So, wala nalagyan. X man yan siya. 3x raised to 4, we have 12x cubed. Next. Anong next natin gawin? So, factor out. So, pinalabas natin yung dy over dx or simple as called as y prime. So, factor out. Then, after that one, para ito na lang yung maiwan, you are going to divide this one by 3y squared minus 8y. And this is now your dy over dx. Okay? Let's have another example. We have the given x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 6xy. The derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. The derivative of y cubed is 3y squared y prime. Yan. Derivative ng x cubed, 3x squared. Derivative ng y cubed is 3y squared y prime. Sir, paano ito nakuha? Yung xy. Okay? Paano nakuha yung xy? So, we are going to use the product rule. Diba? X times y. Xy, it is the product of xy also means na the product of x and y. So, it involves multiplication. So, you are going to use product rule. And the result of that one is y times 6xy prime. Since there is a constant na 6, you are going to distribute the 6. Okay? After this kind of process, you are going to combine like terms. Lahat ng mga merong y prime, ilagay dito na kabila na side. Ang lahat namang walang y prime, ilagay dito sa right side. Okay, yan. Lahat, para balikan yung sinabi ko. So, ito na yon. Collect like terms. Lahat ng mga y prime i-combine. Nabaliktad akong giingon. Sige lang. Okay? So, after this one, you are going to factor out. Itong y prime, ilabas mo dapat. Kaya ito na yung sagot. Then, divide both sides by nito, the answer is this one. Okay? Sir, anong mo yung aning answer? Remember? Ito, ma-factor out natin siya kasi they shared common factor which is 3. Tama? They shared common factor which is 3. Kaya cancel out na yung 3. Okay? So, good thing, kasi butan ako nga pag-maestro. So, ang ginawa ko is, may mga examples tayo na it involves this kind of terms, xy, x squared y. So, may mga examples tayo na may ganito. So, ang ginawa ko is, gumawa na lang ako ng shortcut. So, by the way, paano pala ito nakuha, sir? Sila, yung sana baguha. So, I'll just use, product rule. Ginamitin ko lang ito ng product rule. Ito yung mga sagot na. Okay? So, it will help, ito siya. It will help you, especially, it will lessen your time in solving kasi you can use this one every time, especially sa quiz. You can use this one. Okay? This is just a shortcut. Okay? So, may na lang. So, this time, I will be solving examples after isa-isa na ko tong sa PowerPoint. So, let's proceed to our examples. So, let's have our first example. The given is x squared minus xy plus y squared. Turn around. Yan. That's our given. Okay? First, we are going to find the derivative of this one. Derivative of this one with respect to x. Okay? Differentiation with respect to x. The derivative of x squared is 2x. Okay? The derivative of x squared is 2x minus. Sir, paano ito kunin? Okay, this is the derivative of xy. Okay, derivative of xy, and of course, andun man siya sa shortcut, we are going to use the shortcut na lang. The derivative of xy, okay, lagyan natin ng ano lang, shortcut derivatives. Okay, the derivative of xy is ito. So, in this problem, minus, open parenthesis, the derivative of xy, gamit ang shortcut, is ito. Okay, again, saan galing ito? Sa shortcut. So the derivative of xy is y plus xy prime. Plus, the derivative of y squared is, applying power rule, 2y. Okay, the derivative of y squared, 2y. And of course, meron na siyang y, so lagyan ng y prime. And the derivative of 7 is 0. So, after this process, you are going to distribute the negative sign. 2x, distribute, negative times y, negative y, negative times xy prime, we have negative xy prime, plus 2y, y prime. Yan, is equal to, derivative of 7 is 0, so 0. After that one, you are going to collect like terms, okay? Para mas, uniform ta, kasi actually, you can transform, or magpili lang kayo, asa dapit, diri ba ang y prime o diri sa right side ang y prime. So magpili lang kayo, dito yung y nasa left side ang y prime or nasa right side ang y prime. Okay, so para uniform tayo, so yung y prime natin is na lang sa left side. Para uniform tayo, lahat ng y prime nasa left side. So iwan natin yung y prime natin dito. So you have negative xy prime plus 2y y prime. Yung 2x natin, ita-transpose sa kabila, magiging negative 2x. Itong y natin, the negative 1, ilalagay sa kabila, i-transpose, you have positive y. Yan. Okay, so after that one, you're going to factor out. Factor out, itong y prime nito, ilabas. So, since ang negative xy, meron mo siyang y prime, so, ang maiwan, negative x na lang. Plus, 2y prime, ang maiwan na lang is 2y. Saan yung y prime dito, sir? Diba, i-factor out natin? So, you have, copy, negative 2x plus y. Divide both sides by negative x plus 2y over negative x plus 2y. Cancel, cancel. Naiwan, y prime is equal to negative 2x plus y over negative x plus 2y. Okay? Sir, kanang ma-factor pa ni siya? Actually, yes. If you are going to factor out negative 1, this is 2x minus y over negative 1 times x minus 2y. So, cancel the negative 1. So, the remaining terms, your final answer, you have 2x minus y over x minus 2y. So, galing dito, ito na yung sagot mo. Oh. So, let's proceed to our second example. We have y cubed plus x cubed is equal to xy cubed minus x cubed. Okay? So, the derivative of y cubed, we have 3y squared. And of course, since y man na siya, do not forget to put y prime. Next, derivative ng x cubed is 3x squared. Equals, sir, paano kunin ito? Okay? If you are willing to get the answer or the derivative of this one, you can use product rule. But of course, I have presented to you already the shortcut. Sana yung shortcut ko? Oh my god. Nawa ang shortcut, oy. Nawa ang shortcut. What's that? Ayan. Okay, nakita ko na. Nakita ko na yung shortcut. So the derivative of xy cube. Sana yun? Xy cube as ang shortcut. Dala xy cube. So this is the derivative of xy cube. So, the derivative of xy cube, isulat natin. Okay, of course, plus you can have this shortcut. Okay. So, the derivative of xy cube is ito. 3y cube plus 3xy squared y prime. So, ang squared na nasa y. Next, the derivative of x cube, we have 3x squared. So, after this one, just like what I've said, you are going to combine like terms. Lahat ng y prime, ilagay nyo siya sa left side. Para uniform tayo, lahat ng y prime ilagay sa left side. So 3y squared y prime. Okay? Next, minus 3xy squared y prime. So, bakit naging minus? Of course, you are going to transpose this one into sa kabilang side. Okay? Next, y cubed minus 3x squared. Then, itong 3x squared na to, ito-transpose mo siya sa kabila, maging negative 3x squared. Okay, so, after this example, you are going to factor out. Okay, same rule. Lahat ng y prime, ilabas nyo lahat ng y prime. So, factor out. So, 3y squared na lang yung maiwan dito na term. Tama? Kagilabas nyo naman yung y prime. Next, 3xy squared y prime. Ilabas yung y prime ang maiwan. Negative 3xy squared. And of course, you cannot simplify this one because they are not in the same terms. Minus is equal to y cubed negative 3x squared minus 3x squared. We have negative 6x squared. You can add. No, you can subtract rather, sorry. You can subtract since according to the rule of subtracting integers, change the sign in the subtrahend, then add. So, negative 3x squared minus 3x squared is negative 6x squared. So, factor out, then divide both sides by 3y squared minus 3xy squared over 3y squared minus 3xy squared. So, y prime is equal to y cubed minus 6x squared over 3y squared minus 3xy squared. Okay? So, galing dito, yung original given, ito na yung y prime. For our third example, find the equation of your tangent line and normal line. Hala, sumana sir, oy. So, sige lang, let's have this process. Of course, first and foremost, you are going to find the y prime first. With this given equation, you are going to get the y prime first. So, the derivative of 3x squared, we have 6x plus plus 4 times, of course, remember this, x squared y, there is a shortcut of that one. Meron yung shortcut, okay? Wait, hanapin ko muna yung shortcut. Saan na ba itong shortcut? Okay? Kita na. Okay. So, the derivative of x squared y, looking at the shortcut, x squared y, dara. So, this is now the derivative of x squared y. So, derivative ng x squared y, we have, again, ito yung shortcut mo, 2xy plus x squared y prime. Again, saan galing ito? This is the shortcut na ginawa natin kanina, the shortcut of the derivative of x squared y. Derivative of x, again, what is the derivative of x? This is 1. Derivative of x is 1 minus derivative ng y squared is 2y prime. Okay? Ang first step natin, first, hanapin ang derivative ng y prime. So, you are going to distribute this one. 4 times 2, you have 8xy plus 4x squared y prime minus, is equal to 1 minus 2y prime. Okay? Then, collect like terms. Sinabi ko kanina, lahat ng y prime nasa left side. For x squared y prime plus 2y prime. So, yung minus 2y prime natin, ita-transpose sa kabilang side, it will turn into positive 2y prime is equal to 1. Itong 6x mo at saka 8xy, ita-transpose sa kabila, magiging minus 6x minus 8xy. Then, ano ang next step? You are going to factor out. Factor out this one. Ilabas mo yung y prime. So, you have 4x squared plus 2y. Copy. Ito. Next, divide both sides by 4x squared plus 2y. And your y prime, we have 1 minus 6x minus 8xy over 4x squared plus 2y. And this is now the value of your y prime. That's the first step. Okay? In this kind of problem, you're going to find the y prime first. Okay. So, since we already have our y prime, and our y prime, we have 1 minus 6x minus 8xy over 4x squared plus 2y. Ito yung value ng y prime natin. Remember, find the equation of your tangent and normal line. Okay. Ito na yung step natin, first step, nakuha natin yung y prime. After getting the y prime, you are going to substitute the value of your corresponding point. The given point, we have 1, 2. Okay? This is x and this is y. Tama? Your x is 1 and y is 2. You are going to substitute the value of your x, which is 1, and y, which is 2. Okay? Of course, depende sa given kung ano yung gilagay doon na point. In this problem, our x is 1. Substitute 1 minus 6. X is 1. Minus 8 times x is 1. And y is 2. Over 4 times 1 squared plus 2 times 2. Simplify. 1 minus 6 times 1 is 6. Minus 8 times 1 is 8 times 2 is 16. Over 4 times 1 squared. 1 squared is 1 times 4 is 4. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. So your y prime now, we have, okay, of course you can use your calculator to lessen your time. 1 minus 6 minus 16 is equal to negative 21 over 8. This y prime na negative 21 over 8, this is what we call our slope. Okay, this is our slope. So that's our second step. Our first step, get the y prime. Then, after that one, substitute the corresponding value of your x, and the result, that is your slope. Okay? Of course, sir, bakit necessary or bakit kailangan kunin yung slope? Of course, you cannot find the equation of this one without the slope. Remember, you cannot find that equation of this one without the slope. Now, after getting the slope, ayan. So, after getting the slope, in order for us to find the equation of your tangent and normal line, we are going to use the point slope formula. Okay, we are going to use the point slope formula, which is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. This m, it means this is your slope, and we already have our slope. Bakit point slope formula ang gagamitin? Kadami-daming formula doon na it involves in linear equation. Bakit point slope formula ang gagamitin? Of course, point slope formula ang gagamitin kasi the given now is slope, meron tayong slope, at saka meron din naman tayong point. Kaya point slope formula. Okay? So ito yung gagamitin natin to find our tangent line and at saka the normal line. Okay. We are going to write our given. Our slope is negative 21 over 8. And a certain point na 1, 2. Using the point slope formula, y minus na, sorry. Y, what is your y sub 1? Y sub 1 is 2. Your m, your slope is negative 21 over 8, x minus 1. Then, y minus 2, distribute this one, this is negative 21 over 8x plus 21 over 8. Okay? Next, y is equal to negative 21 over 8x plus 21 over 8. Yung positive 2 natin, ita-transpose natin plus 2. So, y is equal to negative 21 over 8x, 21 over 8 plus 2. So, 21 over 8 plus 16 over 2. Mali. Sorry, mali. Mali. So, 8 times to 16 over 8. Sorry, 16 over 8. So, ito na. So, your equation of your tangent line, we have negative 20, y is equal to negative 21 over 8x plus 37 over 8. This is now the equation of your tangent line. Okay? On the other hand, the equation of your normal line, your slope is the same given. The point is 1, 2. But your slope is iba. The slope is 8 over 21. Sir, hala, bakit 8 over 21, sir? Okay, listen to this one. Our original slope is negative 21 over 8. Kung ano yung nakuha mo na slope, yan yung gagamitin mo sa tangent line. Okay? Kung ano yung nakuha mong slope dito, yan yung gagamitin mo sa tangent line. Pero sa normal line, you are going to get the negative reciprocal. Ha? Ano yon? Para makuha ang slope sa normal line, you are going to get the negative reciprocal of this one. So, ano ibig sabihin ng negative reciprocal? Okay. Ano ang reciprocal ng 21 over 8? Diba 8 over 21? Pero negative man siya. What is the opposite of negative? So, it should be negative reciprocal. Negative times negative means positive. So, 8 over 21. Yan yung slope niya. Again, the negative reciprocal of negative 21 over 8 is positive 8 over 21. Baliktarin mo lang siya, then baliktarin mo yung sign. The same formula, the point slope formula. And, next, y minus y sub 1 is 2. M is 8 over 21 times x minus 1. The same process. Collect like, i-distribute muna, distribute. Collect like terms. Ayan. So, ito na. Actually, class, dito na ganit, dito na part. You can use your calcio. You can use your calcio, by the way, pero yung mas stress. Negative 8 over 21 plus 2. Okay? You can use your calcio. Ha? Yan, lumabas na 34 over 21. Okay? So, this is now the equation of your tangent line, and this is the equation of your normal line. Ayan. So, let's have our fourth example. Find the equation of the tangent and normal line given this equation at a given point 1, 1. Okay, of course, you cannot find the tangent at saka the normal line directly. We need to find our y prime first. After getting the y prime, substitute the value of your x and y sa point ninyo. Then that's already your slope. So, first, let's find the y prime. So, let's have the derivative of 2y squared. The derivative of 2y squared, we have 4y. And lagyan ng, of course, basta derivative ng y, meron talagang y prime. Prime na din na 1. Minus, this is xy. Xy, that's, diba, product rule. But we already have our shortcut. Tama, diba? Meron tayong shortcut sa xy. Remember, the derivative of xy is y plus xy prime. Okay? Yan yung shortcut natin. Derivative ng xy, we have y plus xy prime. Yan. Is equal to derivative ng x cubed, we have 3x squared. And the derivative ng 1 is 0. So, you don't need to put 0 na kasi it's understandable naman na may 0 dito. Okay? Remember, derivative ng x cubed is 3x squared at saka derivative ng 1 is 0. So, you don't need na. So, distribute the negative sign. Tama? Then, collect like terms, and just like what I've said, lahat ng y prime is nasa left side para uniform tayo. Ha? Lahat ng y prime nasa left side. Yan. Then, ano ang next step? Factor out. Ilabas itong y prime. You're going to factor out, ilabas ang y prime. Yan. Divide both sides by 4y. Ganun i-divide natin ng 4y minus x to find the y prime. Para y prime na lang yung maiwan. So, you have now y prime is equal to 3x squared plus y over 4y minus x. Ayan. So, we already have our y prime. So, our next step, we are going to find the slope using the y prime. So, our y prime is 3x squared plus y over 4y minus x. At a given point, 1, 1. To find the slope, given that this is our y prime, you are going to substitute the value of your x and y. So, 3 times 1 squared plus 1 over 4 times 1 minus 1. Okay, of course, in this problem, you can use your calculator directly para di kayo ma-stress. But if you want to have a proper solution, then you can have the normal process. 1 squared is 3. 1 squared is 1 times 3 is 3. So, 3 plus 1 over 4 minus 1. So, therefore, your y prime is 4 over 3. This y prime is already your slope. This is your slope. After getting the slope, this time, we can now find our tangent and normal. Tangent line and normal line. Okay. So, with that, Of course, to find our tangent at saka the normal line, we are going to use ang point slope form. Again, we're going to use the point slope formula or form. Okay, ha? Yan yung gagamitin natin. Yung ito, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. This is already your point slope form. So, in tangent line, kung ano yung slope natin dito, yun yung slope niya, as is lang. Ha? Sa tangent line, kung ano yung nakuha natin slope, i-copy lang. Given a certain point, 1, 1. On the other hand, pagdating sa normal line, yung nakuha nating slope na 4/3, you are going to get the negative reciprocal of that one. Negative reciprocal. So, ano kabaliktaran ng 4/3? It's 3/4. This is positive, then in the normal line, it will turn into negative. Okay? The negative reciprocal of 4/3 is negative 3/4. The same pa rin, at a certain point, 1, 1. Now, kompleto na, we can now find our equation of your tangent line. So, y minus, y sub 1 is 1 is equal to, our slope is 4/3 times x minus 1. Distribute minus 4/3 plus 1. Okay? So y is equal to 4/3 x, and of course blurred. Okay. Of course, you can use your calculator. Bring the sign, negative 4/3 plus 1. So minus 1/3. This is now the equation of your Ay, ayan. So, tapos na talaga. So, after this lesson, we will be having another quiz. Sige lang, you can ask me naman. I am very, open naman talaga if you have questions or you have clarifications. Kasi I am here to help you. But the only problem is, there are instances na I'm not available. Okay, I'm not available that time, siguro kasi, tulog pa ko. I'm online. Online siguro, tulog pa ko. Ano pa? Dili ko available, siguro feel na ako naigat-igat ko. Joke lang. Okay. Siguro gisugo siguro ko, or siguro butas ako, or na yung mga instances na hinarjud ka yung connection, hinon ko yung connection. So I am hoping na this mawala na yung pandemic, mawala na yung COVID, mawala na yung COVID, mawala na yung COVID.